Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, Chapter 814. I don't know why I said it this way, but either way. Okay, so... yeah, the war is truly beginning. Like, the two forces. Qin riding over from Nanyu, and then exiting from the capital city of Shinte is the first general of of the Han army. Things are going to get crazy from here on because they're both roughly equal at about 160,000 each, because surrounding cities weren't sending next to nothing as support because of the Nanyu plan by Toe. So, but anyway, let's see. Qin's envoys. Okay, we've got the princess there. Let's go. First general of Han army, Rakuan Khan. Advance. Second general of the Han army, Hakuo Koku. General BK. General Haidon. I'm going to forget those guys. The forces of the capital of Han, with 160,000 men, set out for the Itay Plains. Yeah, that's also their battle strategy, is going to the plains where they know the topography. Let's see, may luck be with them. So, let's see here. Gashi and Un castles also canceled the sending of their soldiers. Wait a minute. How many reinforcements have we lost already? Almost 20,000. What? The area around Nanyu is indeed hesitant to send its troops. Could it really be a sign of desertion? No way. Don't panic. So this is before they all set out. Even though if we lost 20,000 men, we still have 30,000 more left. This is enough. Rakua Khan. We will win even if our numbers are equal. Chancellor, will we be okay even if we leave contingents to defend the city? It doesn't make sense to send the main force, Rakua Khan's army. Chancellor? Almost 200,000 soldiers are already ready to leave. If we stop them at the enemy's gates and enter the castles, Han's military prestige will decrease significantly in the rest of China, and the morale of the entire state will collapse. We better go fight. With this offense, we will prevent the Qin army from approaching our capital. Furthermore, I agree with General their names never flow from me. Hakuo Koku. Our army is composed of soldiers from the capital, much more trained and stronger than those of the Qin army. Our army is stronger than Qin's. Your Majesty. General Rakua Khan. General Hakuo Koku. Go to war. Destroy the enemy in the Itay's plains, and return triumphant with the head of the enemy, General Toe. Oh. Okay, so declaration of war has been commenced. It's like, what is that alert? War were declared. Anyway, good luck, General Rakua Khan. I entrust the protection of the princess to you, Rakua Khan. She's the only one who's helpless. People like her must be protected. So now she's conflicted. General Toe. What are those messengers? Open the gate. He is a messenger from Nanyu. Open the gate. Okay, people gather. Lord Jose? Isn't it Lord Jose of Nanyu? This is really Lord Jose? Thank God he's safe and sound, but why is Lord Jose here as an envoy from Nanyu? You are safe, Lord Jose. How is the situation in Nanu? Do you remember me, Lord Jose? I am, Kojin. Are my parents okay? Wait a minute, why is Lord Jose a messenger? Would he be a hostage? Those damn kin. So, what brings you here, envoy of kin? Speak frankly. Oh, the Chancellor's like, yeah, I see that new coat of paint on that flag of yours. Yes, I am here as a representative of kin. I have come in the name of one of the 6 great generals of kin, To. In the name of one of the 6 great generals? To. Before we get to the main topic, let me tell you what happened in Nanu after it surrendered to the Ken army. I would like to talk about the current situation in Nanu. Okay, so everyone's been filled in. Nanu, has it become a utopia for the people of Han and Ken? Most are not going to believe any of that, I would imagine. Like, some of them, maybe, but I'm sure it's going to be quite the minority. What are you talking about? After an invasion, saying this is a utopia for Han is absurd. Don't try to fool us, this is absurd. You could come up with a new word. Who would believe in such absurdities? You're kidding us. Lord Jose, tell us the truth. Nanu, are people safe? That's exactly what Sikasan said. Even though it is hard to believe, no abuse was occurred in Nanu, thanks to the efforts of both parties. Nanu became a peaceful utopia where Han and Kin coexist, not in Kin dominion. In other words, Kojin's parents, Roke's sister's family, Tairoku's brothers are all safe and sound. Huh? All of these people I will never remember. Their properties have not been confiscated. Their positions have remained practically the same, and they are all working hard. The governor of Nanu is a citizen of Kin, but the lord of the castle, Ryuan, is still alive and in rule of the castle. Still wearing his crown. Huh? No property confiscation? Do the officer positions remain the same? Lord Jose, is this true? It's all true. I have come here as a messenger to convey this fact to the court of Han, where I have served. I understand that you have difficulty believing without having seen it with your own eyes. That's why in recent days Nanu has invited delegates from neighboring castles to observe and inspect. Oh, that's what happened with the other castles. You have no doubt noticed that the movement of troops from the castles around Nanu for this decisive battle have been reduced or ceased completely. This happened because every castle saw the reality of Nanu. Nanu Governor Goken and Lord Ryuan did not ask the castles to surrender to Ken. However, Nanu's success can be attributed to the fact that the city surrendered without bloodshed and no resentment developed between the two parties. I therefore hope we will reduce the number of the army going to battle to a minimum, and if possible, do not send it at all, for the future and to build a new world. Everyone's just bewildered. Isn't this idea based on the assumption that Han will lose? Princess Nay, the Ken army is powerful and has serious intentions of conquering Han. Even if we stop General To's army this time, Ken will continue attacking. It's simply impossible to resist them. In that case, Shinte should also surrender without bloodshed. Let's follow the example of Nanu and her utopia. And everyone's like, what? And so, not a single drop of unnecessary blood will be shed. All of you and your families will be able to continue your lives as before without losing your property or status. Furthermore, for the best of Han's silence, the Chancellor is showing his size. He's like, you piece of shit, how dare you? You fell too easy. Jose once considered a wise man, skillfully serving this court. was completely manipulated by Qin's plans and has now spread such lies and slander. Slander! Lies. Yes, lies. Nanyu was trapped in To's illusion. Just because there was no abuses, Qin soldiers are considered good people. If good people work together and make mutual effort, it will become a utopia. This is nothing but a fantasy that To made you believe in. He has no intention whatsoever of creating a peaceful kingdom. All this, it's nothing but a strategy to win without fighting. Do you really believe that just because there was no abuse or looting in Nanyu, there will be none in Shinte? This is impossible. Qin was defeated twice by Zhao, losing men and resources. That's why Qin invaded Han, to recover what they lost and try to conquer China again. Here the exact opposite will happen. When the Qin army takes Shinte, they will take everything that belongs to us. Our people, our gold, everything that belongs to Han. We will not be fooled. Only the royal capital Shinte can protect the people of Han. Except you won't protect the people of Han. They'll all suffer without your support elsewhere, while the people in the city just kind of bar the windows and bolt the doors, you know? Shinte will not give up. Han will not fall. Until all Qin soldiers vomit blood and retreat, Shinte will resist with all its might. Oh! Chancellor Cho! Oh! Resist them. Arrest the two messengers of Qin. I would like to decap them and send their heads back, but in consideration of Josei's past achievements, I will spare your lives. This coming from just the Chancellor. The King hasn't said shit. Lord Josei? He just stares at her. So she wanders over to their holding facility. Princess, what are you doing here? I would like to talk a little with Lord Josei. No one is allowed to enter. Lord Josei is a disciple of Lord Campishi. I would like to talk to him a little about the law, but this will only take a moment. She gives him, I assume, something of value. So his face is just kind of phasing through the bars there. Princess Nay? Thank God. Lord Josei. It's been a while. Excuse me. Let me have a little privacy. And they're bribing the guards. What exactly is going on? Nanyu, really, Princess Nay, there is something more important I need to talk about. The reason I came to Shinte was to talk to you, Your Highness. What? Huh? I've come to Shinte to convey to Your Highness a message from one of the 6 great generals of Qin, General To. Okay, so that's the end of that chapter. Secret message. What is the message? Don't have a clue, but should be interesting. Like, there does seem to be something going on between the princess and To. I don't quite get it, but I can only assume that he probably wants her to, like, escape somehow, maybe, just in case things go a bit worse than, you know, than they might have ever hoped. But, okay, so the words of a utopia, you know, peace for Han, it will assimilate into Qin, but virtually nothing will change. Said every merger, every corporate merger ever that never worked out that way, but you know what I mean. So yeah. It's nice now, but it's only been 6 months. A lot can happen down the road. So we'll definitely have to wait and see where things go from here. But I'm really interested to find out what Josei's message is. Like, To wouldn't have just given, you know, a lord of the castle a message to relay into essentially the hornet's nest. Excuse me. Now, I imagine the reason why they chose Jose was because, higher status, they would have given him a better platform to speak what he had to say. But then also it gives a little bit of resistance in terms of them, like actually fully letting him speak. Now, it didn't work out in terms of him, not being arrested and detained, but hey, things happen. I do kind of wonder how things are going to go with that. But yes, with Princess Nay, she might be able to convince her father. Or Toe has another plan. We already know that her father's kind of an old-looking dude. It's like, what if Toe's message is, get close to your father, kill him, take the throne, and then declare surrender to Kin. It's like, I could see that happening. I mean, it's a stupid idea, but would definitely help and keep bloodshed to a minimum. I mean, she's a beloved princess. They would follow her. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But that's my stupid, theory on that. But anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content. Links down below for all my socials. Yeah, as always, later days. Until next time, Quichelings. Whew, good lord, did they chatter on a lot this chapter.